パープルソフトウェア
Purple software.
Amatsutsumi.
Welcome to Amatsutsumi! Holy shit, what a banger! Ready music, we're out of here! I've been stuck in the menu for probably an hour a couple of days ago listening to this. Cause holy crap! It generally sounds pretty amazing and what? Hey! Are those carrying the cubes at the end there? Probably. I don't know. I've just heard this music with lyrics and now I don't know which one I prefer the most. But yeah, welcome to Amatsutsumi. I hope this will stop with the opening. Opening up again, I guess. I don't know. I had to pursue the job, so I decided to get the game. That I love the artist Cock T.O.K. Not the other. I kinda forgot the description, but I think we have some kind of a power. I'll see once we start the game, which but I gotta do it right now. I think this is gonna be a pretty long visual novel, so prepare for maybe an hour, maybe 30 minutes per episode, who knows. I'll check the length again. Are we just working in the cafe? I was looking somewhere else for a little bit. And by somewhere else, I mean egg! Yes, indeed. That does not answer him Edward's questions, but alright. Wait, what were the questions? God damn it, that egg actually caught me off guard. Beneath the blazing summer sun, the ground is very hard. Yeah, but what about the egg? Excuse me. I had enough that you could fry an egg on it. Oh. As I lie flat on my back in the dirt, I feel like my head is being cooked to perfection. Yes, I am an egg. And an egg am I. Wow, Shakespeare, chill. But maybe my head isn't cooking. Maybe it's incubating? What will hatch out of my head? Check? Maybe God? People ask whether the chicken came from the egg or the egg came from the chicken. But even if both chickens and eggs came from God, God might have come from an egg too. Wow, you have been staying under the sun for far too long. Or maybe inside the egg that is my head, there is yet another egg. Yeah. You really need to find the tree, bro. Wait. What on earth am I thinking? My heat-addled brain has apparently been running off the rails. Clearly. I can tell from my cramped muscles, weak body, and confused mind that I must be suffering from heat stroke. I've been making sure to stay hydrated, but it hasn't been enough. I've been walking through the mountains for several days without much food, and I must have sweated away too many electrolytes. I was so relieved to finally come across this man-made dirt pad that I collapsed to the spot. Now I can't move a muscle. Hey, could this be the end? Keystroke. Well, the stupid. Actually, no, I shouldn't be so careless with my words. If this is to be my fate, I could have asked for a more fitting end. I do chosen to follow my heart. And if this is the result, so be it. What did you choose? I tried to resign myself to my impending death as my consciousness begins to fade. Suddenly, a dark shadow flits across my vision. Oh, is that the part where we get stepped on? Yes, Daddy! Something incredibly heavy splashes down on my face. What face? My bodily career! I managed to muster the strength to rip at the ground. I thought I was kicking a guy, but he's down. Sadly, it's not the boobs. Through the pain, I hear a surprised but not really concerned voice. Thanks. Somewhere overhead. Am I? A long-haired girl is staring down at me. Now she's looking mortified. Apparently, she hadn't noticed me lying on the side of the path. Not at all how I expected to meet my first outsider. It doesn't hurt. Could you do it again, just for the confirmation? It isn't the real solution, but it's not because of the masochism or anything, or I like being stepped on, but I want to check if I really can be hurt from a leg. But the beard on my face vanishes as soon as my voice reaches my ears. I am my own solution. Wait, what? What the? Salt water! The girl jumps up, surprised, and begins looking around. Ah, yes, of course, that is gonna fix me up, but where the hell is Lazingi's? She produces some small tablet-like objects. She speaks to herself as she pops one of the objects into my mouth. What, you're not gonna bird feed me? As a powerful salty taste spreads across my tongue, I feel energy returning to my poor body. Hey, it works. Thank you. As I celebrate, it becomes easier to speak, and I feel my power rising through the roof. I've never been to a girl's place before. Can I walk? Can you? Despite almost passing out a minute ago, I'm feeling more alive thanks to the rock salt, which is somehow turning sweet in my mouth. The sound to the face helped too. But I'm not feeling lively enough to actually stand up. On the other hand though, I can't just keep lying here waiting for death. I decided instead to push myself for a little while. Body, stand up! I muttered softly so that only I could hear. Instantly, and without any conscious effort, my palms smote the breeze me against the ground as my legs and arms pushed me to a standing position. Oh, count. I reel. Surprisingly, I suddenly feel dizzy and my heart is pounding. Oh, it's a beautiful place this cutie. Oh crap, I like the greenery. I don't allow myself to feel the pain, but my body is in dire shape. And I know I might drop dead at any moment.
じゃあ、行きましょうか。
Yes! My name is Makoto. The girl is ready to help me walk down the path, but I want to make sure to introduce myself while I'm still conscious.
私はココロ。オリベココロ。
Oribe Kokoro. Kokoro.
名前の方で呼ばれた。しかも呼び捨て。
I started to correct myself and call her Oribe-san, but I noticed she's chuckling happily.
倒れてる男の子を拾っちゃうなんてびっくり。
I need to. How do I. Settings. Give me settings, please. I like crazy music. I want to hear people more. I mean, I appreciate the music, but. But a ball doesn't hurt. Is it unusual?
一生に一度もない方が普通じゃないかな。
Huh? Is that so? I think to myself.
とりあえず行きましょうか。
Head nod. I whisper to myself and my head nods in response. One more. Body? Walk! Is that our power? To command our own body? Wow. The two of us slowly make our way down the path, and after about 20 minutes we come upon a settlement. A settlement? A town? I do love to inspect every inch of it, but I'm in no state for it, physically or mentally. I feel the river breathing down my neck at every step, but I can't even muster a cold sweat. God damn it, well, not now. Jeez. Kokoro stops and turns to look at the building on the side of the road.
ここだよ。あ、じゃない。ここです。
The house is built in a Japanese style that isn't unfamiliar to me. But it doesn't look like an average house. There's a sign that says Cafe Origami.
そう。私の家は喫茶店なの。あ、お金は取らないから安心してね。人助け、人助け。ただいまー。
I got a boy with me. No, I'm not gonna marry him until probably later.
おかえりなさい。で、あら？
I feel like she's gonna be a secret character in a secret route. Forbidden many routes or something. Also, hello. When I follow Kokoro into the cafe, a woman who looks a bit like Kokoro looks at me curiously. She's wearing highly decorative clothing, so I can tell she must be of high social standing.
あのね、お母さん。この人は誠くん。
Whose boobs are bigger?
あらあら。私はオリベあずきです。
Did you just ara? Thank you. A basic character ara to me. Hello.
で、その誠くんは心のお友達？
Kokoro looks at the two of us in turn, uncertain what to say.
拾っちゃった？
I found this good little pet by accidentally stepping on him, and he seemed to like it. So can I keep him in my dungeon down in the basement?
あらまあ。
This conversation is taking an odd turn, but I am busy being impressed by how nice and cool it is in the room. I like these paper. I'll Google. Yep, origami cranes. I like this origami crane sound. This. It's the height of December, just outside the door, anyways. But inside the house, it's almost like winter has come. I've heard of this. It's a machine called an air conditioner. Incredible. Genshin Impact update. I don't even have to install the Epic Games. Yeah, incredible indeed.
ココロ？お母さんだって犬も猫も好きだけど、うちは飲食店だから、何でも気軽に拾ってきちゃダメって言ってるでしょ?
Ah, so it's normal to have guys okay.
しょぼん。しょぼんじゃありません。でも、例えばペンギンとかコアラなら喫茶店の客寄せになるし。ペンギンならちょっと考えるわね。どこかにペンギン落ちてないかな。北極。白クマも好き。拾ってきなさい。動物園から盗んでくる方が早いよ。それもそうね。ペンギン強奪してきましょう。
I want to ask what a penguin was, but I can't find the right moment to butt in. This conversation is moving too fast for me to keep up, and I'm clearly out of my depth.
それでね、誠くんは死んじゃいそうだったから拾ってきたんだよ。
Yeah.
死んじゃいそうだった？熱中症で倒れてたの。だから何か飲ませてあげようと思って。あらまあ、あら。そういうことは早く言いなさい。ぬるま湯の塩昆布茶にしておきましょうか。
I gaze blankly at the two of them. Kokoro places a kettle full of water on top of something, and I hear a snapping sound as she lights a fire with just one finger. You really don't use firewood for cooking, do you?
薪？
Oh, nothing. That machine I see everything flames in front of Kokoro probably isn't anything special to the average person. Soon I find the teacup placed before me. I put it to my mouth. This is an excellent tea, with a fine flavor and barely any aftertaste. Right now my body only cares about the water content. I finally feel like I'm back to normal again. Thank you very much.
いいの。というか、誠くんはその時代劇の役者さんか何か？
Am I? Huh?
しっかりした浴衣だよね。
Is there something strange about my yukata? I spread my arm to show her my yukata, which was admittedly less than fresh after my day's long hike through the mountains.
とっても似合ってるよ。似合いすぎて気になるくらい。
Ah, I get it. I didn't know that people usually wear Western clothing here in the outside world. But I didn't have any other clothes.
どこかの演劇部の子とか、時代劇の役者さんなのかな。むしろタイムスリップしてきた人とか？ありえる。
The two of them were whispering to each other. And it's not like I can't hear them at this distance. I'm quite literally in front of them. I know what time travel is, so that actually might be pretty close to the truth. In a certain sort of way. Alright, everyone.
落ち着いた？
Kokoro comes closer to me with a smile on her face.
だいぶ顔色も良くなったね。
Yes.
もしよかったらなんだけど、 誠くんがどんな人かとか、どうしてあそこで倒れてたか聞いてもいい？
その前に保護者の方に連絡しておく方がいいかも。
ああ、そっか。
Actually, I do rather you didn't. If they find out where I am, they will force me to go back. I start to get flustered, but then it hits me. Wait, I don't even remember where I came from, so we can't contact anyone anyway.
どこから来たのかわからない？
He doesn't remember that, but he remembers that they shouldn't go back there. Right. I'm not sure whether I should say more, but they saved my life after all. I should at least tell them something. The place where I lived before is deep in the mountains. It took me several days of hiking before I got to that road that collapsed on.
何日も？
4, I think. I try to remember how many times I just slept along the way.
じゃあ、お家の電話番号は？
Oh, that's easy. It's 4HU. There are no telephone lines there, or even electricity. I don't have any family either, so I don't think it'll be necessary to contact anyone.
携帯は？
I think there were 2 or 3 cell phones in the village. Their batteries were all flat, of course.
電話がなくて何日も山を歩いてきたって、そんな場所が今の日本にあるのかな？
Yes, they're called mountains.
何か訳ありっぽい？
はい？
Wait.
ココロ、自分で拾ってきたんだからちゃんと面倒見るのよ。
Apparently they've decided to treat me like a charity case, or even a basket case. Well, who could blame them? I'm so ignorant of the world that I might as well be a clueless time traveler or whatever else. Now then, what to do next? Offer your services? I'll slowly draw the tea into my mouth as I think. Who am I? I am he who speaks, bane but a word, boon but a word. I whisper. No, I can't explain everything to them. I'm simply not equipped to survive on my own. These shoes seem nice, and if possible, I do like to ask for their help. And anyway, my longing for deep and fulfilling communication with others was the reason I ran away in the first place. I think back over the last few days. 4 days. It seems like a lifetime ago. 4 days ago, I was still back in that hidden place. Nani? Oh, by the way, chapter 1. You can't see it, but it's like white tile with words. Alright. What happened 4 days ago? That day, I was looking out over the village, feeling the gentle early summer breeze at my back. Really big. This place was chill quiet. The smell of the fluted paddy fields. The smell of the rice plants and the grass swaying in the wind. And nothing else. No human sound, no voices, no words existed in this place. As the distant descendants of the ancient mountain gods, we had inherited the power of kotodama, which entered into our words when we spoke. And so we spoke rarely. Our village was an otherworldly place where people interacted with each other only by the slightest movements and gestures. I am he who speaks, bane but a word, boon but a word. But while our world is like our village were all well and good 1,000 or even 100 years ago, nowadays it's hard to stay truly isolated. No matter how different our village was, it was still connected to the rest of the earth. In fact, at regular intervals, some adults would be chosen to put on Western clothing and leave the village on expeditions. When they returned, they brought them medicines, farming equipment or fuel, and various useful items made with strange materials, like plastic or aluminum. I still hadn't seen the outside world with my own eyes. But the fragments of it that you've seen, brought back by these returning adults, had been more than enough to steal my heart.
行きなさい。
A voice vibrated deep within me. As I stood there, I heard footsteps behind me. I turned and saw one of the other villagers walking towards me. He glanced at me briefly as he passed by, and continued walking silently toward his house. Neither of us had spoken a word, nor had I expected otherwise. I just wish I could greet someone once in a while. I gave voice to my thoughts. Good morning, hello, how are you, good evening. Bonjour. Greetings, words of closeness, words of courtesy. The words quickly dispersed, carried away on the summer breeze. I returned home and put away my farming implements. Day's work was done, but this close to the summer solstice, I often had time to spare before the sun set. I looked around the inside of my house in the fading light. I was living here all alone. When I was a young child, an epidemic had swept the village, and both of my parents had succumbed. The epidemic had come to the village from outside and wittingly brought back by people returning from an expedition. If we had been more isolated, we would have been safe. But on the other hand, if it had been less isolated, our immunity would be stronger, and we would have had access to modern medicine, which could have cured the disease easily. In a way, the outside world caused the deaths of my parents, but in a way, it also could have saved their lives. Beyond the borders of the village, both good and evil awaited. My obsession with the outside world was likely caused by this dichotomy I've been aware of since my early childhood. I'm gonna Google that word right over here after this episode, because that's a new one. I couldn't think of anything to do, nor did I have any work left, so I decided to leave the house for a bit. Walking going to my mud banks lining the flooded paddy fields, I looked around to make sure nobody was watching, and slipped into a ticket. As I pushed further into the dusky woods, the air became colder, and I began to hear the sound of water. Ooh, how very fluid! I had arrived at the bank of a mountain stream. Making sure not to slip on the mossy stones underfoot, I made my way to a certain tree and withdrew a metal box from a hollow in its trunk. I opened the box and took out several books, wrapped carefully in a plastic bag. These were manga and novels, books that were forbidden in the village. Probably someone on a shopping expedition had been like me, but a fancy for outside culture had secretly brought his books back with him. I read through each of these books dozens of times, and had completely memorized their contents. So I carefully picked through the collection one by one, until I finally settled on the manga. It was a weekly. It said in the cover that it was published once every week.
Oh.
Excuse me. Inside it was depicted all the riches of human relationships. Yes, it was all about communication. I view into a world where people were free to use words, free to hurl their emotions and desires at each other. They are, but there are consequences. The only thing I found disappointing about these stories is that they had no ends. To be continued next week. There were no beginnings, no ends, just tantalizing medals. School. A place of learning where boys and girls my age gathered together. Schools were the most common setting for those stories. And it seemed that even in the outside world, schools were considered special places.
行きなさい。
I wish I could go to a school one day.
誠、
I was startled to hear my name being called. Well, whoever called by day, we're gonna make you another episode. Where's the C button? Ooh, Kokoraki Yoko, Nana, Otaru, me? The rightful me. I'm still hoping for that milk throat. I'm sorry, Kokoro. Thank you for watching. See you in another episode real soon. Subscribe.